Hi everybody, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface with EmergencyAZ number 39. And I want to tell you just right now, Blizzard are finally and legitimately starting to listen. So it legitimately looks like it's happening. Blizzard are beginning to listen to your concerns. They are beginning to listen to what people are saying they are not enjoying about Battle for Azeroth, and most importantly, they are correcting some of them. And this is a huge step. The other day when Blizzard made the changes to the Azerite armor, I still believe that it was a change that was enacted mainly for the higher-end players, and it had a really nice knock-on effect down to the rest of the community anyway. But these changes, which we're going to go through in this video, these changes are purely for us. And these are some logical changes, one I can't wait to go into, and others what people have been requesting. So first of all, I just want to go into a little something which we've asked for. Captain Clarissa, Doubloons Trader. At last, a small change, but one that was just really needed. The doubloons, you can actually now trade them in for various little things. Now here, don't quite know what these are going to turn out to be, but you can actually purchase some collector's stuff. I believe, actually, that this is going to convert to reputation. So I say I don't know what this is going to do, but I think I do, actually. I think these are going to convert to reputations. Then you have a few little transmog items, different coloured hats that you can plop on, which you can get, rather cheaply, 100 doubloons. And then we got pet, we got a pet, we got a toy, got another toy, and a mount. A mount. Now, this is a seahorse mount, but it's not obviously going to be limited to just a specific area. You can use it in any water. So, yeah, you've got a mount to go for. 500. Very achievable as well. It's not like they're trying to overprice people and say, ha, we'll give you what you want, but conditions. No, these are all very reasonably priced. 500 for the mount, 200 for the toy, 300 for the toy, 200 for the pet, 100 for the pet. I got that. I think on the very first, maybe the second Island Expedition I did. After that, nothing. And then 150 for this toy, 100 for the transmog items, 100 for what I believe are actually going to be rep items. Very kind of achievable stuff. And it's great that we got a vendor. The only thing I will say, and this isn't a criticism, this is a suggestion. The only thing that I would say is because the Island Expedition has so many different mounts, so many different pets, it would be nice if you could just fill up a couple of pages. So if you just add another 4, 5, 6, 7, just another 7, maybe another mount, maybe another 2 mounts, maybe another 3 or 4 pets, and maybe another toy. Just something like that. I like this. I like this a lot. Just looks a little thin. So a few more would go a hell of a long way. But this is a good step in the right direction. Now then, something which I think is an even better step in the right direction. I can't thank them enough for this. Bada! They're doing it. They're correcting the story. It was such a small thing that you had to be able to do. Thank you. We know that they can't correct the pre-expansion story. That's been and gone. So the Horde players can't have their choice from back then. No problem. But they can have their choice going forward. And this is great. This is absolutely great. So, about a week or more, maybe 2 weeks ago, I brought you the Horde storyline coming in 8.1. And if you don't want to hear spoilers, turn off the rest of the video. Give me a thumb up, because I am amazing. And go about your way. Happy and in the knowledge that things are happening. If you want to stick around and listen, When you do the 8.1 story for the Horde, you get to a position where you are searching for Saurfang. Saurfang has escaped from the stockades, and Sylvanas wants him brought back. Killed. And so you go seek him out, and then at one point, what's he called? Troll boy, comes back into the frame and says, hey, hero, Saurfang, we've got to stop this. We've got to stop her from killing Saurfang, because you get to a point where you find out where he is in the Swamp of Sorrows, and the Horde assassin, really, who you're with, says, you leave this to us, we'll take it from here. And then the only way that you could advance the story was to go to the Swamp of Sorrows and side with Saurfang. Now, my whole problem with the Horde storyline was the fact that people couldn't choose whether to side with Saurfang or Sylvanas, because it was such a critical decision. And so in the pre-expansion event, you had to side with Sylvanas, even though Saurfang was making a really good case. And in 8.1, you were doing a complete flip, and it made no sense. So you were now abandoning Sylvanas, and you were going to support Saurfang. And it just didn't make any logical sense at all. The Horde should have a decision whether or not to actually follow the Banshee Queen, regardless of her strategy, because people want to do that, and fair play to them. Or people who want to be more compassionate and more honor-bound and support Saurfang. And with that option gone, you were just thrown into one or the other. But not anymore. When you get to the place where the troll comes and asks you to go to Swamp of Sorrows to help Saurfang, you can now, instead of accepting the quest, say, no, you will not betray Sylvanas. So what happens now is if you say to him, get out of here, you will end your quest line there. You will actually go immediately back to Orgrimmar. You'll report about Saurfang, and you'll also grass up the troll. And so you'll still get some Azerite power, but whatever, I think that's a problem we'll have to address another time. You'll still get some Azerite power, but you won't get the reward for if you helped Saurfang. However, there will be something that pops up saying, hey, you cannot get this reward because you didn't do the other quest line. However, following this new quest line and following Sylvanas will open you up to other rewards. So you're going to be given a choice, and you will still get rewarded regardless of which side you choose. Maybe different rewards, but hey, most people have an alt. You can go run both storylines, whatever. So I don't think that's going to be a major issue. But this is exactly the kind of thing that was needed. And also, it adds such a great dimension to storytelling. When you actually have an option, when you have a choice, and you feel as if your choice has made a difference for the impact on the story. It was such a small change that needed to be brought in, but Blizzard bloody listened. And they have brought it in. And I'm thrilled. I don't even play Horde! I'm Alliance! But I'm absolutely thrilled. I'm absolutely thrilled that they brought this in, because this is just perfect. Just absolutely perfect. And fingers crossed, by the fact that there are now branching options with the story, Blizzard might experiment with this. They might experiment with this going forward, and I'm not saying, go wild about it, but they might start to give us some options down the line for you to choose one over the other, for you to go one way or another way, and vary the rewards that you can potentially get by doing so, and creating some different dialogue windows, and also creating some different storylines. This is the RPG element of the game, which has been missing for so long, and I think it's fantastic. So Blizzard, I honestly, legitimately can't thank you enough for enacting this small change that makes, in my opinion, a huge difference. A huge difference to the way that somebody can experience and immerse themselves in a story and a game, and I'm just delighted. So yeah, a couple of small changes which Blizzard have made, but they have great impact. They really do have great impact. The Ironed Expeditions are now no longer just an Azerite power grind. You can actually keep hold of your doubloons, hand them in, and actually cherry pick some specific rewards. And then also the storyline was going to have a little bit of branching dialogue. Not huge changes in that, but at least it now makes sense of what's going on, and Horde players can have a more rounded experience during this war campaign. So, awesome stuff. I'm glad I could bring you something happy and positive to talk about. But this is what happens when Blizzard actually start to listen, and it's great when they start to listen because they're doing stuff which is making the community happy. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and Twitch for live streaming. Links! They're in the description box down below. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.